It all began on a quiet Sunday afternoon, when I was lounging in my room scrolling through my phone. Out of nowhere, I received a message from my Aunt Shazia, asking me if I could do her a small favor. She didn't say much at first, just that she needed me to deliver a sealed envelope to someone at a cafe downtown. It sounded simple, and since she had always been kind to me growing up, I didn't think twice before agreeing. I told her I'd do it the next day after my college classes. Not even 2 hours later, my phone buzzed again. This time, it was my other aunt, Aunt Nazia. We weren't as close, but she was family. Her message was surprisingly similar. She wanted me to drop off a package at the same cafe to a man who would be waiting in the corner booth wearing a red scarf. I paused. Wasn't that the same place Aunt Shazia had mentioned? The timing felt odd, and something about the whole thing didn't sit right with me. Curiosity got the better of me, and I decided to open both envelopes. I knew it was wrong, but the coincidence was too strange to ignore. What I found shocked me. Both letters were romantic in nature. Addressed to the same man, someone named Imran. They weren't just friendly notes. They were filled with passionate confessions and promises of secrecy. I couldn't believe what I was reading. Both of my aunts, married women, were apparently involved with the same man, without knowing about each other. I didn't know what to do. If I delivered both letters, this secret affair would continue. If I told anyone, I'd risk breaking up two families and becoming the center of a huge scandal. I sat with the letters in my hands for hours, replaying all the family dinners and Eid celebrations where they had both sat across from their husbands, smiling and laughing. How could they do this? And how did they not know about each other's relationship with the same man? The next day, instead of going to the cafe, I decided to confront them separately. I met Aunt Shazia first. When I told her what I had found, her face turned pale. At first, she denied everything, but once I showed her the second letter from Aunt Nazia, she broke down. She admitted she had met Imran at a friend's wedding a year ago and had been seeing him secretly ever since. I left her with her own letter and said nothing more. Aunt Nazia's reaction was much colder. She was defensive and angry that I had opened her letter. She warned me not to interfere in adult matters and tried to make me feel guilty. I simply handed her the envelope and walked away. I didn't want to get into a debate or be pulled into something that messy. I felt betrayed, not just because of what they were doing, but because they had tried to use me to cover it up. In the following weeks, things changed. Both aunts became distant with me, avoiding family gatherings and barely responding to messages. I heard from my mother that they had a falling out, but no one knew why. I kept their secret. Secret, but I knew things would never be the same. It was a painful lesson for me, that even the people we look up to can disappoint us. And sometimes being asked for a small favor reveals something far more complicated. I don't regret what I did. I didn't expose them publicly, but I also didn't let myself be used. The truth was heavy, but it taught me to trust my instincts, even when the truth hurts. Family is complicated, and sometimes love and loyalty collide in ways that leave permanent scars.